You know that feeling when you're standing in the middle of a job site, a backyard, or a construction trailer, and you keep wondering if the laser level you're about to buy will actually hold up when the rain comes down or the dust kicks up. I've been there, and I get why you'd rather not waste a few $100s on something that sounds great on paper, but ends up being a paperweight. That hesitation is exactly what makes me want to break it down for you before you click Add to Cart. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the STABILA LAR 300 is a rotary laser level that comes with its own tripod, and it's marketed as an ultra-durable unit that can survive the kind of conditions most contractors and serious DIYers face. The IP65 rating means it should shrug off rain, splashing water, and a lot of dust without losing calibration. It also claims to keep working in extreme temperatures, which is a big plus if you ever need to level a site in the middle of a winter freeze or a scorching summer day. The range is advertised at 2,600 feet, so in theory you could set it up on a hill and have a level line stretch across a whole property. Now, let's talk about what that actually means when you put it in real life. Imagine you're grading a large driveway. You set up the LAR 300 on a sturdy tripod at one end, turn it on, and you get a 360-degree red line that stays level no matter how you rotate the unit. That line can be read from any direction, which saves you the hassle of moving a line laser around or having to line up a cross-line beam with a separate point. For a landscape contractor who needs to lay out drainage slopes across a lot of acreage, the long range cuts down the number of times you have to relocate the tool. You can walk out to the far edge of the site, pull out a grade rod, and see the laser line at a distance that would make a standard line laser struggle. On the flip side, that same long range can be a double-edged sword if you're only working on a small interior remodel. The unit size and the need for a tripod make it feel a bit overkill for a single-room ceiling alignment. You might end up paying for a feature you never use like that 600-foot reach while also dealing with a bulkier box to store. If you're just hanging shelves or installing a few light fixtures, a compact line laser that snaps onto a magnetic base would probably be a smarter spend. One of the practical strengths that actually shows up on the job site is the durability claim. I've seen other rotary lasers get knocked around on scaffolding, dropped a few inches, and then start drifting out of level after a short time. The LAR 300's housing feels solid, and the IP65 ceiling gives me confidence that a sudden downpour won't ruin the electronics. That means you can keep the unit on a tripod outdoors, let the rain come, and still trust the line to be true when the clouds clear. For anyone who works on roofing, exterior grading, or any outdoor setting where weather isn't guaranteed, that peace of mind translates directly into fewer interruptions and less time spent recalibrating or sending the laser back for service. Temperature tolerance is another real-world advantage. Some lasers lose their accuracy when the battery gets cold, or they shut down if the ambient temperature drops below a certain point. The LAR 300 says it can handle both freezing winters and hot summers, and that's useful when you're leveling a concrete slab in January or setting up a laser for a summer grading job. I've never personally tested it at -20C, but the spec sheet suggests the internal electronics are rated for a wide range, which is reassuring compared to cheaper models that warn you to keep them in a warm vehicle. The tripod that comes with the set is worth a mention. It's not a flimsy plastic stand. The legs lock solidly and have rubber feet that grip uneven ground. When you're trying to keep the laser level on a slope or a muddy patch, that stability helps prevent the unit from wobbling and throwing off the line. That said, the tripod adds weight, and you'll need to carry it together with the laser if you're moving between jobs. If you're used to a lighter handheld line laser that you can toss in a backpack, the LAR 300 will feel heavier and might require a little more planning when you're on the go. Battery life is something I wish the specs would be clearer about. The unit runs on a rechargeable battery, and the claim is that it lasts long enough for a full day of work under normal conditions. In practice, that usually means you can run it for several hours before you notice a dip in output. If you're a contractor who works 8-hour days and expects to keep the laser on continuously, you